You are welcome to our channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe. In the news today, I have decided that this time around I won't be doing too much of talking. Who said this? Is the new governor, restated governor of Rivers State, the person of Simlalaye Fubara. According to a report by the Punch, Rivers State Governor Sim Fubara has pledged to hold permanent secretaries accountable for any violation of civil service regulations and unlawful actions that occur during the state's 6 months emergency rule. The governor made this declaration while officiating the swearing-in of Austin Ezekiel Hart as the new permanent secretary at the Government House in Port Harcourt on Friday. Fubara encouraged Ezekiel Hart to maintain high professional standards, uphold civil service principles, and avoid any form of misconduct while performing his duties. He reiterated that his administration is committed to integrity and proper procedures, emphasizing that the civil service should remain the foundation of effective governance. Reflecting on previous challenges, the governor noted that certain permanent secretaries failed to adhere to due process due to the emergency period, engaging in actions that undermine the service's core values. I have decided that this time around I won't be doing too much of talking. I would like action to speak for us. This appointment that you got today is because you chose to be a professional, Fubara said. He warned that such behavior will not go unpunished, adding that records of past infractions will be reviewed and addressed in due course. Fubara stressed the importance of professionalism and principled decision-making, explaining that appointments like Ezekiel Hart's are awarded to those who consistently act with integrity. He clarified that officials who disregarded established procedures will face consequences regardless of their circumstances at the time. Highlighting Ezekiel Hart's track record, the governor praised his steadfastness, dedication to ethical conduct, and commitment to defending superiors while following proper procedures. He noted that these qualities earned him the new position. Fubara reaffirmed that civil servants must prioritize fairness, transparency, and adherence to the rules, assuming that his administration will never compel staff to act outside legal or procedural boundaries. These are the submission of Governor Fubara. And I think what is, alluding to is the fact that the rise and the fall of any administration lies in the hands of the civil service, the civil servant in particular. While he was doing the swearing in of the permanent secretary of the state has that's the new person, the person of Ezekiel Hart, he had to make mention of so many things. That is the reality. Even though as a political, leader, and he's happened to be the chief executive of the state, you need to appoint commissioners who will oversee each of these ministries that this secretary these permanent secretaries are, working in, and then they will have to work with these political leaders who happen to be appointed, get a political appointment as commissioners. So if any commissioner would succeed, it is, left in the hands of the permanent secretary and his or her team, the team that is working with the commissioner in the civil service, and they are the one that understand the professionalism that the job needs. They also know the procedural, method of working in the particular, ministry, which is very, very important. The civil servants are the one really, really running the government underneath, while the executive leaders, the political office holders are just, holding sway for them as it were, and they look like the proxy leader, while the civil servant seems to be the real leaders that are doing the work. But what is much more important, based on what the governor is trying to, say, is the fact that he wants actions to speak louder than words this time around, that he has been on, in quote now, sabbatical or compulsory holiday for 6 months, that of course all those people in civil service, all hands are supposed to be on deck and they are supposed to do the right thing. And he also made mention of the fact that, the permanent secretary, they will be held accountable for any violations of civil service regulations and unlawful actions that might have occurred in the state, especially during the last 6 months. The normal things that they normally say in Nigeria, because it's an emergency rule, some people may want to take that opportunity even to enrich themselves, forgetting that they are professionals, they are civil servants, that even after the sole administrator through the emergency law had gone, they will still remain. So if they want to call anybody to book, of course, they will be the one to answer. They have to bear the brunt. So whatever misbehavior or unprofessional actions they might have taken, even during the 6 months of emergency rule, I think a time of reckoning is already near. That's what the governor is trying to tell the people of Edo State, especially the civil servants, such that everyone will be brought even to book. They will need to answer for every error, every mistake, every violations of the civil service regulations they might have, involved themselves in, including all unlawful actions that had occurred during that period. And I think to a large extent, if, like I said, any administration will succeed, it is pivoted on the cooperation of the civil servant. And if the people in Rivers State, the civil service servants, will want to be realistic, they should be able to weigh the options between a civil, rule by the democratic dispensation and the emergency rule. Which one is better? Which one is preferable? Which one is making life bearable for them? And also, it should spur them into thinking of how to be more patriotic to this country, especially their state, Rivers State, and to move it up to a better pedestal. This is very, very important. The governor also said that his administration is committed to integrity and proper procedures. So he's emphasizing that the civil service should remain the foundation of effective governance. Yes, that is what he was trying to, pinpoint to them. They should be the foundation of effective governance, because nobody can steal, whether it's a commissioner or any political office holder, without the knowledge of the civil servant, whether the permanent secretary or the accountant or the accountant general or whoever. So, reflecting on the previous challenges, the governor noted that certain permanent secretary failed to adhere to due process during the emergency period, engaging in actions that undermine the civil service core values. And it is not a very good thing. It is very, very bad. And because of that, he has decided that this time around, he won't be doing much of talking. He'll be taking action. And that's what we want to see, result. Keep liking our channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you give us your thumbs up and please share. Thank you.